You know what I had for breakfast this morning?
What?
A single red Skittle I found on my desk. If that's not a lack of self-control, I don't know what it is.
I need to come home. I feel like you're declining.
Declining. This is the peak. This is the peak of my entire life. What are you talking about? This was a really, really fun video I got to do. And it's all thanks to my wonderful girlfriend. She accepted my invitation to play D&D, and it was a really good opportunity for me to practice what it feels like explaining the world, while also learning a lot about how to do that. And it was also her first time playing D&D, so it was quite a fun time. I simplified everything, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay. All right. So, hello everyone. This is my beautiful, exquisite, incredible, terrific, awesome, full of awe, but not awful girlfriend.
Woo!
Welcome, Becca, to
Thank
the podcast.
Thank
I
you.
don't know.
It's a dream of mine come true.
Oh, good. Well, it's a dream of mine as well. Becca has joined us here, and we're going to try and play some D&D, just for the first time ever, which is going to be a bit funny. Becca's never played before. I've never been a dungeon master before, so we're really just improvising.
Very much so.
How are you feeling about this experience, Becca?
I'm a little nervous. I'm a little excited.
What are you nervous about?
I'm nervous because I haven't done this before, and I sometimes struggle, like when I don't know what I'm doing. Just it makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable.
So you feel you're feeling insecure because of the lack of control.
Yeah. Okay, shrink.
Hey, I'm just saying what you're saying to me back to you. I'm not I don't know. I wouldn't be saying I wouldn't fuck, I don't know what I'm trying to say. All right, well, that's good. I'm also feeling nervous because instead of why am I feeling nervous? That's none of your business. Okay. No.
The contrary, I feel like of all the people in the world, it is my business.
Yeah, you're probably right. No, well, I'm actually feeling the opposite. You know, you're feeling a bit insecure and uneasy from the lack of control, but since I'm the DM, I feel like I'm in more control now than I've ever been before in my life. You know, I've never had this much control in my life before, ever. Ever. You know what I had for breakfast this morning?
What?
A single red Skittle I found on my desk. If that's not a lack of self-control, I don't know what it is.
I need to come home. I feel like you're declining.
Declining. This is the peak. This is the peak of my entire life. What are you talking about?
Gosh.
Well, that's what's making me feel so uneasy. You know, I've got so much control here. All right, well, let's stop the judgment now and let's get straight into it, shall we? Didn't know your name was Judy.
It's my middle name, actually.
Big old Judge Judy. It is not your middle name, you big doofus.
I was just joining in the joke.
Oh.
There's a lemon seed in here.
Thank you for telling me. All right, let's get into the fantasy world of Dungeons and Dragons.
Woo!
Woo! Round of applause, everybody. Okay, so your adventures. Oh, actually, let's start off by seen what type of person you want to be. So did you want to be a fighter? Did you want to be a wizard? Did you want to be a sorcerer? Did you want to be a, what else is there? Well, I don't
What's the
know.
difference between a wizard and a sorcerer?
Oh, very little. Probably just the spells, they can, different type of spells, but we're not going to worry about that.
Okay, I like the word sorcerer better, so I'm going to be a
Sorcerer,
sorcerer.
a magic user, I see. And did you
Yeah.
want to be human, or did you want to be another race? And maybe an elf, maybe a
No, I want to be an
gnome.
elf.
You'd be a gnome.
No, I want to be an elf.
Oh, an elf, sorry. All right, so you're an elf. Now, so you're gonna be a sorceress, you're gonna be an elf. Now what do you look like?
I'm very short.
No, like in the role play bed.
I'm also short in the role play.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Go on.
Okay, I'm very short. I have a really cool outfit, like kind of like a warrior outfit, and I have a really long braid, kind of like this but much longer,
How long?
like down to my like hips.
Okay. All right.
And
What color is your hair?
it's black.
Oh, okay. Cool, cool, cool.
No, it's white.
It's white.
Yes.
How old are you in this story? Are you an old lady?
Yes.
You're an old lady.
Yes.
Long white hair. Your name
Mhm.
is, what was your name?
I'm an old wise woman. Yes.
Old wise woman. Okay.
Yeah. What's my name?
Yeah, what is your name?
Let's go Guinevere.
Guinevere. I
Yeah.
see, a Merlin fan.
I am, yes.
You're like, what is magic? And then Merlin. What is a girl's name? Guinevere. No. All right. Well, let's throw away your idea of Becca, and Becca ran hold off. She doesn't exist anymore. Instead of red hair, you have long gray hair that falls down below your hips. But that's not actually that long, because you've actually started to shrink, and you're quite short, and you don't stand up straight. So you're quite old and wise, but you're also quite short, which is a great image I have in my head. You've got a long, pointy nose, long, pointy elf's ears.
Excellent.
And you're honestly just finished up a large, huge day's work of sewing clothes in a big red barn, and you're just laying down in the hay at the moment because you've just worked all day. Sweat is trickling down to your brow, and while you wipe it off, you wonder, how did I ever get such a boring life here? Oh my God, I was destined for so much more. I'm a sorceress. Yeah, I know, right? And while you sit in the hay and it prickles you on your backside, you sort of take one final breath of calm. Bah! Out of nowhere, you hear a massive bleat from a sheep. It comes running through the barn door. Whew! Clipping and clopping. Furry fur. Furry fur. Black face, curled horns. And it comes through with a scroll in its mouth. And it's looking around and it finds you. And it almost comes up to you, and it almost looks like it's trying to give this scroll off to you. What do you do?
I take the scroll off it.
Just like that.
And read it.
Okay, you take the scroll. Do you like snatch it out of his mouth? Or?
I know, I gently just
Caress
it out.
Caress.
I can pat the head with one hand and take the scroll out with the other.
Oh, okay. Now, so you said
I'm not here for animal cruelty.
Yeah, okay. I get you. So, you read it. Is that right?
Yeah, I read it.
Okay. Well, what you've noticed is from reading this scroll, this random sheep decided to give you, seems very trusting to me. You've learned that it's actually a magical scroll, and the scroll teaches you how to talk with animals.
Ooh.
Now that once you've read it, the bleats and the bars of the sheep start turning into some sort of language that you understand, maybe Elvish. So now it's not bleating, it's actually speaking in your own language. Incredible. And it says, old witch, please help me. Well, it looks right into your eyes with human, knowledgeable eyes.
Okay. Do I do something now?
Well, I don't know. The sheep just spoke to you. Are you going to talk to it, or are you just going to ignore it?
No, I'm going to talk to it.
Oh, you're going to talk to it. Okay.
Yeah.
What are you going to say to him?
What do you need help with?
There's a big ugly bastard following me, and it's trying to kill me. Can you please help me?
Yes, I can try to help you, but I don't know the extent of my power.
If you protect me, if you protect me, I'll give you anything. Magical items, anything.
I will try my best, little sheepy.
And as you say that, the last words you hear really loud, quite heavy footsteps walk into your barn. What do you do?
Yeah. I peek. Wait, they're in the barn?
They are in the barn. You don't know what they are yet. You've only heard the footsteps.
I slowly inch out, but like I creep so that I try and get a look myself without the thing out there being able to see me. You know what I mean?
Explain to me where you are at the moment. Are you behind a door? Or are you
hiding behind a bale of hay?
Bale of hay. Okay, understood. All right. Are you trying to do this quietly, or are you sort of just looking around?
Creeping quietly, like a little creep.
Okay. So you're there, and you're sort of hiding, and you take a little creep up from your little stack of hay.
Yes.
And you see this half orc, and he's just staring right back at you. He's literally making eye contact with you. And he's looking from you to the sheep and back to you. And he has a puzzled look on his face, and he's like, "Oi! What are you doing with my sheep? Tell me this instant what you're trying to do."
I'm trying to help your sheep.
You're trying to help my sheep. Is that right? Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you for the help, but I'll take my sheep back now. Give me the sheep.
What does the sheep want?
So are you asking the sheep right there?
Yeah.
Oh, witch, please don't give me over to that ugly orc. I don't even want to think about what would happen.
I want to try and save the sheep.
Okay, so how do you want to do that?
Can I do a magic spell and like paralyze the orc for a bit so that we can run away?
Okay, now this is our first dice roll.
Ooh.
Okay. And I'm just gonna bring up a dice up on my board. on my
Oh.
computer. And the way
Handy.
these dice rolls work is you get a 20-sided dice and you roll it. The
Okay.
higher you get, the better the outcome is going to be.
Okay.
So if you get like a 20 or 19, it'll probably, whatever you want will be successful most of the time. But if you get like a 2 or a 1, it'll be like it won't help at all.
Okay.
Okay, so did you want to roll the dice, or did you want me to just get a dice up?
How would I roll it?
Just Google it.
Oh.
That's okay. I'll just get one on here.
Yeah, no, that's smart.
Okay, so you want to do a little spell.
Yep.
And
just paralyze. I don't want to kill the orc. I just want to paralyze it or incapacitate it so that I can take little sheepy and run away to a safe hiding place.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna roll a d20 to see if you hit him with the spell. So you need this is like for the aim, whether you aim right.
Okay.
And you got a 15, which is quite successful. Woohoo! You've hit him. All right. So did you want to tell me how you do your incantation for your spell and zap him?
I go. Do I have to say words?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay. I go. No, I sing. I'm a singing elf.
Okay, you're a bard. So this electrical zap comes from your. Do you have a wand?
Yes.
Comes from your wand.
No, I don't. It comes from my hands.
Your hands. It comes from your hands, and you sing your melody and cast this electrical, amazing spell, and you zap it forward, and it moves with such speed. The half-orc can't get out of the way. Okay, and it's just about to hits him right in the chest. Oh, yeah. Now I'm gonna roll again to see how effective the spell is. Okay.
Okay.
So you've hit him, but now let's see how paralyzed he's gonna be. You got a 16. Woo! That's pretty good. So it hits him right into the chest. He starts to convulse with pain. What? I didn't even do anything to you. Why did you zap me? He falls to the ground, and he's still conversing and shaking with just complete confusion. All I wanted was my sheep. You daft witch.
Enjoying yourself?
This is for you. This is everything I do for you. Is for you. But he's not completely paralyzed. He's still sort of moving and crawling over to you. And he says, "That's not good enough to stop me, the big old Guz, the half-orc." So he's sort of slowly and pathetically just sort of trying to roll to you with his shoulders. His arms and legs are completely incapacitated. And he's trying to do like a little caterpillar towards you. What do you do?
I leave him some water. And then I run away with the sheep.
Okay. All right. So you decide to get a bucket of water from the horse's kennel. It smells similar to piss, but something's better than nothing. So you put that next to him just in case he needs it. And you call out to the sheep, "Come on, sheepy, let's go." And while you get that bucket of water, the sheep that you've been talking to is impolitely pissing on this Guz, the half-orc's face. And he trots off along with you.
Sheepy.
And then while while you walk off, Guz is just there with piss in his mouth and eyes, and he's trying to find you guys. He's like, "This isn't not going to be the last time you see me. I'm definitely going to get you back for this one. Yeah, damn sheep, he's going to be mine soon." And
What?
you walk outside the barn. What do you want to do now?
I want to run into the woods with the sheep.
Okay, are you holding the sheep by the horns, or is he just following you?
He's just following me.
Really? Have you talked? Do you have his consent for him to follow you?
Sheepy, do you want to follow me?
Sorry. I need to only if you. How do I say this? I'm still in danger. I'm going to be honest, and I still need your help.
What do you need my help for now?
So, good old Guz back there was actually sent by a wizard to come and get me. Now, that wizard is the person who turned me into this sheep. But I'm not actually a sheep. I'm actually a great wizard.
Oh, plot twist.
Mm-hmm. And I need your help to try and get the wand back of true polymorph and and rescue me from being this silly sheep. I've been a sheep for 2 years now.
Yes, I'll help you.
You help me.
Yes.
Just like that.
Yes. I
For
feel
free.
it is my calling.
It's your calling just to save me for free.
Well, if I will help you, how old were you when you got turned into a sheep?
I was 197.
Well, that's pretty old. I will help you if you protect me once you turn back into a wizard.
Oh, I can do that, and I can do much more, my fair lady. You're looking quite young, by the way, as I should say. Well, shall we depart at once to my old kingdom? I mean, not my kingdom, my old castle, to regain my human form and get back on track.
Let's.
Alrighty, so you and this sheep, which you don't even know the name to, have decided to. It's complete stranger to you, to be honest. Like, he's actually quite surprised that you've decided to help him out of the blue. You don't even know him, but you're willing to put your life on the line, and he's just rubbing his little hooves together. Just happy that you're helping him for free, really. And you depart to his house.
Okay.
All right. And now you're walking with him back to his house. Is there anything you want to talk to him about, or want to learn, or?
Sheepy, what was your name before you got turned into a sheep?
My name? Oh, I haven't been asked that in 2 years. Oh, what a time. One of the strongest wizards isn't even recognizable by a poor baby elfling. My name, of course, is Wentworth Shinebright. Wizard Wentworth Shinebright. To you?
I have never heard of you.
Never heard of me?
No.
The great wizard. Oh, polymorph. Wentworth Shinebright.
I didn't grow up around these parts.
Oh, it doesn't matter where you grew up. You always hear a good old Wentworth Shinebright. You've probably been living without the newspaper for quite a long time. Or maybe you just live under a rock.
Poor person.
What was that? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I have been a very poor person.
A poor person?
Many prospects to
a
my
poor
name.
person you must be, because Those clothes are quite shabby as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, no worries, dear.
So, what was your life like before you were a sheep?
Well, it was actually quite incredible. I was the wizard of a famous manor. I traveled so much the town depended on me to change certain things to make it easier for the town, such as boulders and rocks that got in the way of highways. I would come and change those boulders and transmute them into a pile of bunny rabbits or a pile of sheep, so to speak. But that wretched apprentice of mine, ah,
Was he the one who turned you into a sheep?
yes, that wretched apprentice turned me into a sheep because he was jealous of my power.
Wow.
I know, and I was so kind to him in every single way possible. I gave him a house. I gave him somewhere to sleep. I taught him my spells. What a shame.
What a shame. Well, how long do you think we have before he finds us?
Finds us? Well, he won't be looking for us. He's quite the paranoid one, so he always stays at his inn. I mean, not inn, he stays at his. Oh, this sheep brain of mine is quite annoying. He's staying at the manor. And he never leaves unless he absolutely must. But now that I see that Guz is after us, he might be back on our tail very soon, unless she paralyzed the poor sucker for the rest of his life.
I hope not. The spell I did was only meant to paralyze him for a moment.
Well, from what I saw, I don't think he's going anywhere soon, very fast.
Well, what do we do for the rest of the evening?
Well, we continue to walk.
Okay.
Do you need to sleep?
A little, yes. I've had a very hard day of work.
Ah, peasants. All right, let's sleep. And then in the morning, we will be off to my home manor to take over and to kill that apprentice Nook. Sorry, bedtime. So,
Bedtime.
yeah, how do you want to go to sleep?
By closing my eyes.
All right, well, Guinevere is standing there. She looks around and decides, hey, it's time to sleep. So she closes her eyes and goes to sleep. You awake in the morning. How do you want to wake up?
I go to open my eyes.
Guinevere opens her eyes.
That's such a weird question. How do you want to go to sleep?
Open your eyes. The sun's up, and Wizard Wentworth Shinebright is still sleeping. What do you want to do?
I'm going to try and look for something to eat.
Okay. And now, what are you trying to look for?
Berries?
Berries. Okay. So where do you want to go to look for these berries?
Just in the surrounding field. I don't want to go too far in case Sheepy wakes up.
Okay, so you're trying to sneak off without him noticing you leave.
No, I just want to go get breakfast for him when he wakes up.
Oh, okay. Well, there it goes. See, I mean, there you go. You look around and you find a bush full of bright red berries on the left side, and then you find a bush right next to it that is a bright blue bush of berries. Now, which one did you want to choose? Now, you can, in D&D, you can sort of have like a little bit of a nature check. You can check your knowledge and see if you can decide which one is, I don't know. Like if you do like you can, in D&D, you do nature checks or animal handling checks. And just like I rolled before, if I got a high number, it would be able to help you out a lot. And you'd be able to find out which one was safe. And if I did a low number, you'd probably be like, I don't know. So
Okay.
did you want to check it, or do you just want to go? You just want to risk it?
Let's check it.
Okay, I'm going to roll it for you. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
All right, you got a 14. Not a bad number at all. Now you look from the red berries. You look to the blueberries. Now, you've always learned about berries back when you were a child 140 years ago. And you've never really heard of red berries before, but you've definitely heard of blueberries. So you decide to choose the blueberries.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. So you grab all these berries. How many do you want? Explain it to me, how you grab the berries.
5 big bunches.
5 big bunches. Okay. Very good. All right. You grab 5 big bunches. And then what?
And I take them back to Sheepy.
Okay. Well, while you're walking back, you actually see a baby rabbit looking at you with big eyes, sort of disappointed that all his food's gone. So, but yeah, that's all you see on your way back. What do you want to do?
Well, don't I have that spell to talk to animals? Can I ask the rabbit what it wants?
Oh, yeah, let's do that. All right, yeah. All right. How do you want to talk to this rabbit?
Rabbit, what do you want?
I just a bit, sorry, a bit nervous talking to an elf. I've never done it before.
That's okay. I've never talked to a rabbit before either.
Oh, I see. I just can't help but notice you've taken all the berries.
Would you like a bunch?
Oh, very much, Miss Elf.
Okay, you can have a bunch.
Oh, thank you. The rabbit grabs a bunch with its little 2 paws, and then she's about to go, and she looks back and says, "Can I have another one for my sister?"
How many do I have? 5.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he grabs another bunch, and then he's about to go, and then he turns around. Oh, and my kids are pretty hungry as well.
Okay, I can only give it 1 more bunch.
Okay. Takes 1 more bunch. Thank you. Thank you for giving my food back to me. Well, it slowly holds back into the shrubberies. All right, what do you want to do now?
I'm going to go back to Sheepy. Not talk to any more animals. And eat our breakfast, which is 1 bunch of berries each.
Okay, so you're walking past and you just see the cutest baby little rabbit, and it's sort of looking up at you with his big brown eyes. What do you want to do?
I have to walk straight past it.
You walk straight past them. Woo! All right. That's ruthless. Okay. We might be able to hear from that bunny a little later on. But okay, you walk past this bunny, and while you walk past this bunny, you almost hear a tear dropping from the bunny's eyes and hitting the grass. And you look back and it's the bunny's already gone. But you get back to camp and Mr. the Wizard Wentworth is still asleep. Wizard Wentworth Shinebright, he's still asleep. What do you want to do?
I'm going to check if he's breathing.
No, well, you check if he's breathing. He's breathing.
And I'm going to wake him up.
How do you want to wake him up?
Just gonna give him a little tap.
Give him a little tap. He sort of nuzzles into that little tap and still asleep.
I keep tapping him until he's awake.
All right. Half an hour goes by and you're still just gently tapping him, and he finally awakes.
Yay!
And he's like, "Oh, why did you wake me up?"
Because it's time to keep moving.
Moving where?
To your, what was it called? Your kingdom.
Ah, my manor. Yes, of course. Well, let's be off at once. Actually, I'm quite hungry. I might have to. You bought me some berries. Oh,
yes.
Thank you very much.
Here's
He nubbles all these berries up and it actually gets stained into his fluffy little outskirts of his face, and he's quite blue for the rest of the day. All right. Now you're off. You're off to, where are you off to? The manor. Half a day passes and you arrive at the wizard's manor. All right. You've just walked 30 kilometers. No, that's way too long. 10 kilometers, 10 miles north, and you've arrived at this manor. And what you can see is a few buildings, an outhouse. And you see these big gorillas. They're on the grass and they're playing with these gigantic knives. Not knives, gigantic dice.
Okay.
And there's the building has 3 different platforms. There's one circle, one big circle, I don't know how to explain this. This is good. This is good stuff. Right, let's just say this building has 3 main areas, and there's only one way to get in, and that's in the smallest area.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Oh. Well, we're gonna need to get into the smallest area. Sheepy can probably go through, but maybe I can't.
Oh, it's sort of just like a small little entry. It's like a normal sized entry.
Oh, okay.
But it's like the size of a small bedroom.
Well, then we go in.
You just walk in? Okay, well, you start trying to walk into this bedroom, and these gorillas that are playing with these giant dice turn around and say, "Hey, Ernie, there's some old lady trying to get into our bloody house." Then Ernie turns around. "What? That old lady and the dumb sheep? I see." All right, and they both get up and they're quite angry. What do you say to them?
I go, "Help! I'm so hungry. I have not eaten or rested in many days, and my sheep is my only companion. Please, do you have any food to spare?"
I'm actually going to do a dice roll, a persuasion check, to see if you persuade these, or what's the word when you starts with D? Deceive. If you deceive these people, so anything above, I'm gonna say a 10 will deceive them. Anything under, they might just get angry or something. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Oh, you got a 20. So 20 is like the best you can do, but since it's a natural 20, it means the first time you roll on it, it's like a critical. So it's like the best possibility that could ever happen.
Yes.
All right. So these monkeys, these big gorillas, they just get completely shocked out of their anger and they're like, oh, sorry, man. I forgot their voices. Oh shit. I think one was really low. Sorry, man. Let me help you. We have food. We'll get you food. Hey Benny. I keep changing the voice. Hey Benny, go get this beautiful old elf some food. Oh yes, I'll get them straight away, Ernie. And they start sort of scattering around and they try and find your food. And they come up to you and give you all this food and say, "Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I'm really sorry. I was about to beat your head in with a rock. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. How can I help?"
Well, we're actually running away from this nasty, evil wizard, and we need protection here in this building.
Now these gorillas look at you. After their sudden shock, they look at you and they start getting a bit suspicious, and they're, there is a wizard that lives here, and I'm pretty sure, is that the wizard you're running away from?
No, that wizard is my friend. That's who I...
Is your friend, eh? Well, what's this wizard's name? Think about what resources you have and how you can find that information out.
Sheep.
Sheep looks up at you. Yes.
Can the sheep tell me the name?
Did you want to ask the sheep the name?
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you want to just say that out loud, or are you how are you asking this?
I want to just eyeball the sheep.
Oh, okay. The sheep sort of.
I'll kneel down, pretend I'm patting it, but really get the sheep to tell me the name.
Okay, now Wizard Wentworth, old mate, Wizard Wentworth Shinebright actually looks at you and he says, his name's Wizard Nook. Whispers that into your ear. And he says, just in case they ask, he's also a wonderful artist.
Okay.
And then the gorillas look at you and say, so what's his name? Seems to be getting a little impatient.
His name is Wizard Nook.
Not bad at all. Okay, I believe you. All right, we'll let you in. And they unlock the door for you and let you in. Do you want to stop there?
Yeah.
Very good. What a great little session we just had.
Yay.
Wasn't that fun?
Oh, I'm getting eaten by mosquitoes, but yes.
No. I thought that was great. You did really well for your first time.
Thanks.
And that was my first time DMing.
How did you feel?
Praise me. Praise me.
You were wonderful.
Yes. Yes.
You're the best DM I've ever done this with.
Yes. I'm your only one, right? The only DM you've ever done this, right?
Yes. I will never do this with any other DM ever in my life.
Alrighty, everyone, give it a round of applause for Becca, the incredible Becca and hold up. Woo! Yee!
Thank
And
you. for having me.
now here's your 1 minute of speech time. You have a camera right in front of you. Please advertise whatever you have. You've earned it.
What do I have?
You got 50 seconds left.
Oh gosh, I don't have much, but I have a view of a really beautiful sunset over some mountains.
Okay, wonderful. You have 30 seconds. Is that all you wanted to show us?
Yeah.
You don't want to advertise anything. You don't want to advertise to all those 12 subscribers out there.
Come if you are feeling anxious with the state of the world at the moment. I am a yoga teacher. My studio is My Drishti Yoga in New Farm. And come and
all right, cut off there. Sorry, that was the end of your minute. All right, you'll have to play another D&D session with me to get that full advertisement out there. You got to practice those lines, babe.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I love you very much, and thank you for doing this with me.
My pleasure.
All right, bye.
Bye.